Hello guys, welcome to Teen Song Watchland, past and present. I'm your boy Don Duff.
Oh, Donna, I got some phone call.
God damn it.
So I was calling that dentist called me about. Yeah, so the dentist called me about we want to play for tomorrow. But anyway,
let me just first say, okay? Sorry. Hello guys, I'm your boy Don. Welcome to Teen Song Watchland, past and present. I'm your boy Don Duff, and I'm Son Hedgehog.
and I'm your pink, bubblegum, whatever, curry. And this is my homie, Fabi, or no, actually the Faji side. It's crazy, but we went into there. But guy, of course, this is the second anime that we are going to watch of the anime of the month. No, not January. Yesterday we finished out watching Miss Kawayoshi, but we also started a debut with Niai Automata 1.1A or something like that. I really like this anime so far. Personally, it was like a good anime. The ending, the after credit, was like really good. The show like a puppet one. It was really cool about the puppet one is that it tells the detail about the code name and it keeps us in mind. Let's see. Oh yeah. 2B is what her name, meaning that she is like battler or something like that. Yeah, battler. And then for Naez, he's a scanner. But about her, she is an attacker and a gunner. While for him, he just scanned, which means we see him that he hacking stuff, which is really cool. Can't wait for episode 2 coming this Saturday. But guys, listen up. Once we're done watching another, right, at least the first 6 episodes, keep this in mind. Tomorrow will be no watch along because we're going to be doing a pre-tape for New Year Revolution. That will be live tomorrow. No, sorry, on Saturday at what time?
Well, I plan to have 8 o'clock.
So yeah, 8 o'clock. So guys, make sure you watch it for New Year Revolution.
Because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and guys, the main event is going to be Fabi going to defend her title against Sonic for the YouTube Universe Championship.
That match, I'm really looking forward.
Like Donald, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Kirby are going to meet up in the ring as a tag team match, and also I will be defending my Garcia Championship against Ray. So Ray, if you hear, hey, I see you. Well, let the best man win. But guys, now I heard another, and yes, like I said before, we do watch it as a death compilation or death montage about this, but it was like a long time ago. Okay, guys. Now personally, here's the thing: we don't know what the story's about. We didn't know how the shits go. The only thing we just see is just like all the students being cursed. They die multiple times.
Curse?
Yeah, cursed. People die from a tragic way, like lightning strike, car accident. You know like that, right? But now we are going to find out how the hell this shit happened. Because the guy, episode 1, another starting out presented by Sonic Frontier and Oreo Keister. Keister.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Well, yeah, so I'm not ready too, but this is gonna be real bad.
Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with
A waterfall.
Off sketch.
Yes.
April 25th, 1998. What the hell?
How do you feel? Are you in pain?
No.
Huh?
My goodness. What a way to start your life here. You poor dear.
I'm terribly sorry, Grandma.
Oh, no. Don't you worry about that. Now, you couldn't help it.
Grandma, have you told my dad?
Oh, no, we haven't, sweetie. Yusuke is in India at the moment, isn't he?
Want me to tell him? I have his number in my cell phone.
No, thank you. I'll contact him myself.
Mm-hmm. That's probably best, Koichi.
And Yusuke, he's such a dutiful
Koichi.
man. In all this time since Ritsuko died, he has done so much.
That's the Omiyama River flowing through the center of town.
Wow.
And can you see the grounds beyond it?
Reiko. You mean that building?
Yes. That's the school you'll be attending.
What?
Does that mean that school is the same one you went to, Reiko?
That's right. I went there 14 years ago.
So my mother went there too.
You got it. My sister Ritsuko also went to Yomi North.
Yomi North?
Yomiyama North Junior High School.
Oh,
Public schools are a little different from private schools, but it just takes some getting used to. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine in no time.
I hope so.
You'll do great. Once you're out of the hospital, I'll help you
It should be
prepare for
transferred.
life at Yomi North.
It should be clear.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I see you're reading King this time, Mr. Horror Lover.
Oh.
Oh, the student.
Recognize these three.
Well, I'll leave you guys alone.
Hey guy, how you doing?
We are students of Yomiyama North Junior High's 9th grade, Class 3.
Okay.
My name is Kazumi. Tomohiko Kazumi. This is Sakuragi.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Yukari Sakuragi.
And this is...
Izumi Akazawa.
Did you want something?
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Sakuragi and I are class officers. Akazawa is in charge of countermeasures. We came here today as representatives of Class 3.
Countermeasures?
You just transferred here, right?
We heard that you were supposed to start coming to school on Monday, but then suddenly got sick. So we decided to visit you on behalf of the entire class and welcome you. Here, these are from all of us.
Oh, YK.
You moved here from Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
And you went to a private school there? Why did you transfer?
I moved here for family reasons.
Oh,
Is this your first time living in Yomiyama?
It is.
yummy, yummy.
I thought maybe you used to live here.
I've been here before, but I never lived here.
Did you stay for a long time?
I can't.
Huh?
Breakfast is ready.
Oh, the grandma.
Breakfast, she says, Koichi.
Good morning, Grandpa.
Good morning. Are you going back to the hospital today?
No, I've been discharged. I'm going to start school today.
Ah, school. You're already in junior high, eh? Yes, yes. I'm glad you're feeling up to it.
I'm in the 9th grade now. I'll be in high school next year.
If only that hadn't happened to Ritsuko.
Koichi, breakfast.
Coming!
Why, Ray? Why?
Oh, wow.
I hope you'll be able to get along with everyone. If you have any troubles, please don't hesitate to ask. Both myself and Miss Mikami should be able to help. By the
Hey,
way,
that's a teacher.
Miss Mikami is the assistant homeroom teacher. Keep that in
She's
mind.
fucking
Yes, sir.
beautiful.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
I agree.
Forward to having you with us.
I smash. Wait, what? Koichi.
Koichi. Keep in mind, Koichi.
It's very nice to meet all of you. I live with my grandparents. I moved here because of my father's job. And, I guess that's about it.
Please give our friend a warm welcome, class. Help each other and work your hardest. If you can all work together, then I can guarantee that you'll all graduate in prime health. And in short order next March when classes are dismissed. Sakekibara, you can take a seat right there.
Look like you want to run.
Yeah, I really enjoy running.
Oh, really? So I guess you've been running.
So that is mostly going to be scary, creepy, disturbed, and there also be no survival in this anime.
So we just started at episode 1, and it was like already creepy. Now no one have ever told her. No one have ever told him about it. the only person that's tall is May. When she said that, something about they using his name as a death sacrifice, whatever, or something like that. But this is crazy. Now the only thing I'm afraid of is because she said that, oh, you have to find out. So this is bad.
Ugh, I hate this. And now, episode 2 of Another. Start now. It's about Sonic Frontier and Orchestra.
Keister.
Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with us?
Alright,
There it is. The second episode of Race. Another.
fucking hell.
Sorry. Well, there is Flower L. May. Sasuke!
Hey there.
Just tell me. Are you okay with this? Honestly.
Whoa!
You should be careful. It may have already begun. If it has, it can't be stopped.
Yeah, this is a bathroom. This is a statue.
And just what is this?
It's a lemon.
That's a lemon?
Lemon?
It's the lemon scream.
Are you sure that's how you want to draw it, Mochizuki?
Why not? This is how the lemon looks, at least to me.
No.
It's not in line with the objective of the class, but I suppose it's all right. That said, this should be saved for the art club.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. Go ahead and finish it up.
Yeah, kind of.
Mochizuki definitely has a drawing style that's all his own, doesn't he?
Oh.
The lemon is screaming?
No, actually, it's the world that's screaming.
Wait, what?
The lemon is covering its ears because it's so terrified of the sound.
So you're in the art club, I would guess. You're very talented.
Thanks. It just started up again this year.
Are you planning on joining any clubs this year, Sakakibara?
I haven't decided.
You could join the art club if you'd like.
Me?
Yeah, I mean...
Teshigwara, just what do you think you're drawing?
An apple.
Apples don't have arms and legs.
Well, this is how the apple looks to me.
Be serious. We can't have everyone in the
I am
class
sort of
drawing
interested.
On the leg.
By the way, Sakakibara, tell me, what do you think of Miss Mikami?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not sure at all.
Oh, well, just asking.
Huh. It looks fine. Look, they're drawing paint. I love paint.
She's not here. Why?
What the? Ugh, this is not good.
Doesn't
May.
looking at the screen make you feel scared or freaked out? Maybe uneasy?
Oh my god, it's so dark.
Uneasy. Yes.
What the hell's going on in
I feel
school?
uneasy about a lot of things these days. The painting draws out that emotion from me. That's why I like it.
You like it because you feel uneasy?
You can't always pretend that nothing is wrong. I think it's the same for everyone.
Huh?
Yo, Sakaki! Talking about Miss Mikami over here? Hey, let me get in on that.
Unfortunately, we were talking about something a little darker.
What do you mean by something darker?
The feeling of uneasiness enveloping the world.
What's that supposed to mean?
Haven't you ever felt that way? Most people do.
Of course I have. Like when I found out I had finally made it to the 9th grade, only to end up getting stuck in the cursed class 3.
Coast Class 3?
Huh? Huh?
Huh. Wait.
Sakaki, I've really been wanting to tell you something since yesterday.
Don't you think that's a bad idea now?
Well, maybe, but I think that... Bad idea.
Oh my god, that's creepy.
damn.
That is creepy as hell.
Nothing.
Then I won't.
Oh, it's a bell.
You should head back to class. I haven't seen you here before.
Oh.
I'm Sakigabara, from the 9th grade's class 3. I just transferred here.
I'm Chibiki, the librarian. I want you to know you're welcome to come here anytime you like.
Oh.
But you should get...
Okay, we're back at
So
home.
before we show the next scene, they show the dog.
Will you just shut up?
Chibiki, huh?
I'm pretty
Tomato
sure that was
juice.
his name. He acted like he was the master of that place.
That man does give off that impression, doesn't he? The master of the library. Antisocial, always dressed in black. He gave almost all of us girls the creeps. Did he say anything to you?
No, not really.
Okay.
Do you know if the auxiliary library has always been in that room?
It was. But it only became the auxiliary library after the new building construction was finished.
Huh.
So tell me something, Koichi. Are you going to join a club?
I'm not sure yet. But actually, one of the students invited me to join the art club today.
I didn't know that you like art.
It interests me. I'm not terribly good at drawing things, you know? But still. You see, I've never actually told anyone this before, but if possible, I'd like to attend one of those fine arts schools.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
I'd like to study carving and sculpting and things like that. Does that sound crazy?
First of all, your father will undoubtedly oppose. Second, even if you graduate, that doesn't mean that you'll even get in. Talent is a key factor, of course, so you are likely to fail.
Nice.
But if that's what you want to do, you
Fair.
might as well give it a try.
Luckily.
It's just pathetic to give up on something before you even give it a shot.
Giving up is pathetic?
Not giving up on yourself is what is truly important. That way you don't end up pathetic.
Okay.
You think so?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Nighttime in school, I don't like this.
Oh, shit. This is not good.
This is...
Why nighttime? Oh! This is not good. Wait a minute. That's not a school. That's a hospital.
Sakakibara!
Oh. Whoa.
Sorry, we're swamped during the day.
Is it okay for me to be here?
It's totally fine.
Thank you very much.
So, tell me, what are you reading these days?
The author you recommended to me, John Saul.
If only I could get my coworkers to read his stuff too. But that's not what you came to talk about, is it?
No. There's something I wanted to ask you. Did a girl die at this hospital last Monday? I heard a young girl died here that day.
What?
Last Monday?
Oh.
You were still here then, weren't you? Why do you ask?
Something just happened that made me wonder.
I get the feeling you're asking for a reason. There were no deaths among the patients I was in charge of.
Changing the subject then. Did you see a girl wearing a school uniform in
They
any of the
said
wards
so.
that day?
A girl again?
She was carrying a doll and had a dark blue blazer, short hair, and an eye patch over her left eye.
An eye patch? So an ophthalmology patient. Hang on a minute.
You saw her?
Well, not exactly. But a girl who died. There might have been one.
Wait, what?
Are you sure?
It's possible. I think it was a girl, Anyway, I heard someone say a patient died. It was in a different ward, so I didn't hear much about it except they were young.
What was the patient's name?
Want me to find out for you?
Can you?
Sure, I can ask around. If I dig anything up, I'll give you a call on your cell.
Cool.
I've already asked, but are you sure it's okay for you to give out that information?
We'll just say you're concerned for your classmate. You seem to have a good reason to want to know. But in return, you'll have to tell me that reason sometime. Got it, Mr. Horror Lover?
Oh man, Yama.
As all of you know, haiku is a type of fixed-form poetry consisting of 17 syllables, divided into lines of 5, 7, and 5. However, the term haiku itself is relatively new. The name was coined approximately 100 years ago by a man named Shiki Masaoka.
She's gone.
Prior to then, the poems were called haikari. There are 3 important rules for composing haiku.
She looking behind him.
Sakigara, are you heading home now?
Got a minute?
Another. Oh, music class. And tennis. And baseball.
I see. So you were born at Yomiyama Hospital.
My family moved to Tokyo shortly after, though.
And you lived in Tokyo from then on?
Yeah.
Did you ever come back to visit?
My mom died not very long after she gave birth to me.
Oh.
So not often.
I see.
Why do you ask?
I get this nagging feeling that I've met you before, somewhere.
Oh?
Maybe you're mistaking me for someone else.
That's part of why I wanted to ask. So annoying.
Huh?
Sorry about that. I wasn't talking about you. I'm annoyed with myself that I can't seem to remember it clearly.
It's not a big deal. You shouldn't let it bother you.
This is part of being head of countermeasures. I have to do a good job.
What exactly does the head of countermeasures do?
In simple terms, I'm the one who's in charge of devising and executing countermeasures to protect our whole class.
Protect, devise, and execute?
I want to make sure you understand the situation Class 3 is in and the rules we must follow.
So, stop.
Hold on.
Actually,
Oh, there she is. May.
What? Honestly. I missed one day of school and this is what happens?
See you later.
Bye. Huh. Misaki Sakikuchi. Did she go up the hill? Or down the... Pretty much this one. I mean, you could tell that she don't go to the right, but she go down. The hollow blue eye of your mind trouble.
The hollow blue eyes of Yomi at twilight. What is this?
Her apartment? Studio M.
Oh.
What was the meanings about? Huh?
Hello?
Dr. Akibara,
Ah, Miss Mizuno.
about what we discussed the other day, I found it.
Hey, what?
They said it was a junior high school girl. Apparently she was an only daughter, so her parents were struggling.
And her name? Did you find out what her name was?
I'm not sure, but
Yes.
I think it something like that. I only heard it like a demon, so I don't know if
Oh, shit.
It's cutting out. Fuck.
Hello? Uh-oh. Damn. Oh, we're going inside. So, it's doll store?
Welcome. My, it's unusual to see a boy your age here. Are you a customer? Or perhaps...
Hello there. This is a shop, right?
Are you a student?
Yes. At Yomi North.
In that case, I'll give you half price.
Is this a doll shop?
About half and half. Everything you see in the shop is for sale, but not at prices a student like you could ever afford. Take your time looking around. I have no other customers. I can put on some tea.
Thanks. But I'll pass on the tea if you don't mind.
Very well. Then take your time.
Oh my god, this is creepy. I'm not ready to go to bed tonight. You think about this, Donald? There's so many. More this way. More this way. Huh.
Wait, is that also the same student that made Housing Complex C?
No.
Well, I gotta say this is way better than that anime. Like this is the most scariest one. We are on episode 2. This is episode 2, and I feel uncomfortable and scared.
Me too. But hey, at least after that, horror meals coming.
That anime would cheer me up. Cause we seen before, which concluded the EXO
And then Jujutsu Kaisa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wait.
Just
Is that May?
whoa.
May, what are you doing here?
May?
Oh, so you don't dislike this sort of thing?
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
I should ask why you were here.
You talk? Oh!
So why?
Son of a bitch.
I wasn't hiding because I wanted to surprise you. You just happened to come while I was already down here. Did you think it looks like me?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? But only half of it. Maybe less than half.
But why are you here?
I don't dislike these things. So tell me, why are you here, Sakakibara? I'd really like to know.
Well, I was just walking around and, I mean, I don't know this town all that well yet. And when I stumbled across this place, I got curious.
I see. Some people say dolls like these are creepy, but I say they're wrong. You don't think so, do you? Tell me the truth.
No.
The two here are my favorite. Their faces look so peaceful.
Oh.
It's strange to me that they can look so calm, even though they're attached.
But maybe that's the reason they're calm. because they're attached.
Impossible. It would make more sense for them to be home if they were separated, wouldn't it? Shall I show you?
Why?
Shall I show you now?
Smile.
What's under this eye patch? Right here.
Here we go.
Just take them off.
We'll be back for 5-minute break for we're going to watch episode 3 another. Right, so you got a 5-minute break. And we're back for we're watching episode 3 another.
So far, the anime has been like one of the, like pretty much the scary anime that we just saw.
It was freaking creepy.
Yeah. So. Okay. We just gotta take it easy.
Wait. You want to hear the joke? It was worse than what happened in WWE yesterday.
Oh yeah, what happened? The news.
Yeah, it was Mr. Man made comeback. He come back as an executive order of WWE.
Yeah, WWE's dead.
Yeah.
Rip WWE because of Vince McMahon. No, everything was fine until Vince McMahon showed up, and he just he just don't give a shit about the company. He just want to sell it. We're just okay, yeah, you know what? Guess what? WWE's dead. So.
AEW.
Most likely, I guess, but we'll just head to episode 3, shall we?
And now, episode 3 of another. Start now. Followed by Song Frontier and Ori Kickster.
Will the whole world know your name? Will we dance with us?
Kickster.
Shall I show you?
She smiled.
Shall I show you now?
Oh, wow.
What's under this eye patch? Right here.
Okay, can we see here? Can we see her? Oh my gosh, she smiled, but in creepy way. See her?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I'm not even funny.
My left eye is a doll's eye, but you can tell that.
What the fuck?
I can see things that should remain unseen, so I usually keep it covered. Do you feel ill?
Yeah.
This might not be a good place for you, since you're not used to it.
Is it
Not a good place?
Heterochromia?
Heterochromia. Just like I. One eye coming up.
She
That
just
was
covered.
hollow, you see. Completely hollow, in body and soul. That void connects them with death. But hollow things seek to fill their emptiness. Don't you feel as though this place is drawing something out of you, perhaps?
Yeah.
We should go.
Yeah.
It will be more comfortable upstairs.
Please.
Do you live around here?
Yes.
That thing about Yomi at Twilight, is that the name of the shop? I'm guessing that is, but... What is Studio M?
Kirika Studio. It's on the second floor.
Kirika?
Kirika's the person who makes all of the dolls you've seen.
Oh.
The ones in the basement, too?
Yes. I'm sure they all belong to her.
So why does that doll down there, the one in the coffin, look so much like you?
Who knows?
When I first met you, weren't you holding a doll?
I was.
I heard that there was a girl who died that same day. Was it for her? I mean,
I think her name was Misaki. Or Masaki. Something like that.
Misaki. Do you have any sisters? Do you?
Apparently an only daughter, so her parents were devastated.
Why are you?
Why, indeed.
I have no other customers.
Do you have something else to ask me?
Well, I do. There are a few things that seem strange to me. Like,
I warned you not to get too close to me. But it may be too late.
too late.
Too
You
late.
don't know a thing about it, do you?
Oh no.
There's an old story in this town about the Class 3 of 26 years ago. I'm guessing nobody has told you. There was a student in that class who excelled in sports and her studies. She was kind to everyone. She was loved by teachers and students alike. But shortly after starting the 9th grade, she died.
How?
The story I heard said she was in a plane crash with her family. But there are several other theories.
Huh?
Some say it was a car accident. Others claim she died in a fire. Regardless, everyone in the class was terribly shocked. They were overcome with grief. But then suddenly, someone said, "Look over there, she's not really dead."
What?
She pointed at her desk and said, "See, she's right there. She's alive and well." Then other students started saying the same thing. It's true, she's not dead. That behavior spread through the rest of the class like a chain reaction. They didn't want to believe the truth. They didn't want to accept the cruel reality. I'm sure you can relate. Everyone in the class continued with that act, insisting that the girl was still alive. Even the homeroom teacher took their side, declaring, "It's true, she's alive.
Oh my
So
god.
all of you should continue to work hard as a team until the day you graduate together." The principal even arranged to have her seat included in the graduation ceremony.
Is this a true story?
Then, after graduation, everyone gathered in the classroom for the class photo. The whole class, including the teacher. But when they looked at the photo, they noticed something. There in the photo, off to the side, they could see the girl who should have been gone. Her face was deathly pale, but she smiled like all the others. That girl, the one who appeared in the photo, was the student who died. Her name was Misaki.
Misaki.
There's more to this story. A lot more if you care to hear it.
Kirby,
Sorry.
can you pause? I gotta wash my hand.
Yeah. You good?
Oh, phone call.
Sorry I haven't called. Yeah, I'm okay. I just got a little sidetracked. I'm heading home right now.
Huh. Oh. It's night.
I hate those devices. You can be found and caught anywhere.
Caught anywhere.
Closing time. Please go on home now.
And she's gone. Oh, great. Yeah, this is the...
So it's her then. She died.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, fuck.
Once exams are over, we start career counseling. Having to sit there and discuss all that garbage formally with a teacher is so
I can't believe it.
These days, high school acceptance rates are over 95% all over Japan. So don't worry. There's a high school out there even you could get into. Is that supposed to encourage me? That was my intent, yes. Where are you gonna go, Kazumi? West High. Do you think your grades are that high? No, but I'm working on them. Yeah? Ah. Well then, good luck with that. At any rate, Four Eyes, you're stuck with me until graduation. Keep your strength up.
You're stuck?
Teshigawa and I have been together since 2nd grade. We're even neighbors. When we were kids, we did all kinds of stupid stuff together. But now he's turned into this pseudo-honor student who can't even keep up with my improv. You know, it just sounds like you're the one who hasn't changed over the years. Perhaps you should try growing up. I happen to think I've changed a lot. What do you know about me anyway? I know plenty of things about you that you don't even realize yourself.
No.
What are you talking about? That's what we mean when we say we're stuck with each other.
Makes sense.
So, what are you gonna do about high school? Go back to Tokyo?
My dad says he'll be back in Japan by next spring.
You'll go to a private school there?
Probably.
That's one way, I guess.
Next spring.
What do you mean?
Maybe I'll go to a private school in Tokyo, too. What school are you going to attend, Koichi?
I'm thinking about K-High.
K-High, huh?
Akazawa, you're going to Tokyo?
If I do, I suppose I'll live on my own.
Huh.
Weren't you going to that Sacred Heart something or other girls' school?
I never said that I wanted to go to that place.
Another one who's trying too hard for nothing.
And wow. And it's thunderstorm. Yep, I knew it. Huh! I knew when this was happening! And it's raining. Well, this town pretty bum.
It's so depressing.
Yeah.
Sakakibara? Didn't you bring an umbrella with you today?
No,
Huh.
I didn't think I'd need one.
Would you like to walk home with me then? My house is just past yours. It's not a big deal, you know?
But I couldn't ask you to do that for me.
I really don't mind at all. Come on, let's go.
By the way, what do you do for class trips here?
We went to Tokyo last year. We also went to this big amusement park and to the top of the Tokyo Tower.
Oh.
It was a lot of fun.
So, you went to Tokyo, huh?
I love Tokyo.
I want to visit there.
There's so many fun things to do. I wish I could go to school there.
Why don't you?
My family can't afford it.
Wait, aren't class trips usually just a 9th grade thing?
Not here. We go during the 8th grade fall term.
Huh.
Although it used to be in the 9th grade spring term.
Used to?
Yeah. I don't know when it changed.
I don't dislike the rain.
Hey, Sakuragi, what is Misaki like? Tell me.
Miss Sakura?
Please don't.
Don't what?
Don't ever speak that name in class 3 again!
Another.
What are you talking about? But why?
Man, the rain's totally gotten worse.
Hey, do you know the story about the class 3 from 26 years ago?
You actually believe stories like that?
How do you know about class 3?
How much did you hear?
A popular student suddenly died. The students and all acted like she was alive, and then she showed up in the class's graduation photo. That's about it.
Only the first year, but there were other years.
Hello there.
I'm sorry.
Why do you all look
This
so
anime,
serious?
I cannot talk too
Sakakibara
much
knows
because
about what happened that first year.
I'm nervous.
Good morning, Ray! Ray!
Yeah.
That's a very delicate issue to be discussing. I think that for now it's best to keep things pretty quiet for now.
This is the
Just keep an eye on
anime where I
things.
cannot talk to the most, where I cannot speak the most.
The story interesting.
It's interesting and it's scary.
I'm
and
home.
I'm nervous too. I cannot speak much because this thing gave me a
Hey, welcome back.
goosebump and chills too.
Hey, don't you have exams next week? Figure they'll be a breeze.
Not at all. I'm doing all the studying I need to.
Okay then. Sorry I asked. Man, I am just exhausted.
Hey, Reiko, off the top of your head, do you happen to remember which 9th grade class my mom was in?
No.
Then, do you know the story about class 3 from 26 years ago? Reiko.
Echo?
Huh? I was asking about the class 3 from 26 years ago.
That story's been swirling around for years now.
Yeah, but I heard there's actually a continuation in that story.
So you've been in the class all this time and don't know the story.
You know it, don't you?
Those kinds of stories tend to get embellished. I don't think you should take it too seriously. There's a right time for you to find out about everything. Just be patient.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ritsuko was in class 3.
Why, Ray?
Yeah. I wanna kill you.
Can you please shut
the
up?
fuck up.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb bird.
Oh, man here. Huh? What the hell?
Hang on.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
What are you talking about?
I called because I thought you were in trouble.
Akasawa looks like she's about to blow her top.
But why would she be angry?
Don't mess with things that don't exist.
What are you talking about?
The story you asked about yesterday? I'll tell you everything next month.
It cuts off.
Damn. This is scary when it cut off. It's freaking windy! Oh no.
About that girl you asked me about, the one who died at the hospital.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
Her name was Misaki. Misaki, not Masaki.
The me, like in the word future. And it turns out her surname was Fujioka.
Misaki. Fujioka.
Misaki Fuji.
Why do you want to know about her?
Well,
You don't have to tell me now.
But someday, okay?
Okay.
By the way, you have exams coming up, right?
Yeah, I do.
My little brother's studying like crazy too.
Oh.
you have a brother?
2 actually. They're both total muscleheads though. They don't care one bit about books.
I don't think they've ever read anything except manga. Isn't that just awful?
May 26th. Yeah. Oh.
You're always done early.
I don't mind.
You left before the exam period ended yesterday, too. Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
So her name was Misaki Fujioka. The girl who died.
Misaki was my cousin.
Oh!
We used to be together all the time. We were much more closely connected.
Fuck.
Connected.
Yes, and I confirm that she alive. Like her cousin.
About
yeah.
class 3 from 26 years ago.
Oh my god.
What's the rest of the story?
Nobody will tell you.
No.
I suppose that's understandable.
There's something I've wanted to ask. Something I've been wondering since I transferred here. Why does everyone in our class, even our teachers, act like you? Every one of them. They act like...
Because I don't exist.
What?
Oh.
Listen, Sakaki, don't mess with things that don't exist.
That's...
It's dangerous.
But...
None of them can see me at all, Koichi.
Oh no.
But if you're the only one who can see me, how would you feel? Would you be afraid?
No. But that's...
Wait, what happened? Sakura!
What's wrong with her?
Oh, don't want. Oh! Oh no. Ah! Oh no! Oh! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh my god! 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 Oh god!
Oh, the woman to fix it. Devil Weiss. Sorry.
We witnessed the first death of this anime.
Yeah.
She slipped and then she slipped and tripped, and suddenly her neck is on the spine.
Yeah, she impaled. And also we got to know the thing that May is alive, but her cousin was dead, and
I have no word to say that about. What the hell did you just witness?
I don't know what I don't know. Rich.
Okay, and now episode 4 of another Start Now, followed by Sound Effect and Orchestra.
Orchestra.
Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with dust.
I'm not ready.
Oh, this is scary. This is
Yeah.
Oh, I show it again.
Oh no. And that's what happened. Oh. Oh! Oh my god!
Grades, class 3 died.
Everybody's talking about it. Her umbrella flew out of her hand when she fell down the stairs, and it ran right through her throat.
Seriously?
It was so horrific, witnesses reported never to speak of it again.
Wasn't she a class officer? I heard her mother died in an accident the same day.
What?
Do you think it's the curse?
You've heard of that?
It's the school's most famous secret. The curse of class 3.
What the fuck?
The story that started it all 26 years ago.
Yeah,
Does that mean it's gonna happen again this year?
maybe. Nothing happened last year.
Once it starts, somebody dies every month, right?
Yeah, at least one person connected to the class dies per month.
Not just students.
They say family members are at risk too, especially parents and siblings.
You sure know a lot about it.
One of the guys in my kendo club is in class 3. He told me in secret. He didn't seem to believe it though.
Someone actually died.
Yeah. It's probably best to stay away from that class.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, the hospital. Why everybody look like he? Why does it look similar?
Sakakibara. Hey, how's that lung of yours doing?
Huh.
It seems fine.
But you witnessed such a horrible sight. That sort of thing can affect the body.
You know about that?
My kid brother told me. He's in the same class as you. I think you might know him. Takaru Mizuno.
Why do you
Plays
marry
basketball.
this?
Here for a checkup?
Yeah.
Well then, let's talk after it's done. I should be home by now. I mean, my night shift ended hours ago, but things just keep coming up. Something really weird is going on around here. Oh, and then there was that other incident too.
Are you talking about the girl who died here in April?
Try not to think too much about it. If you do have to be hospitalized again, I'll be sure to take great extra good care of you.
Great. Thank you in advance.
No problem. Later.
Nice nurse.
I see nothing that should affect regular school attendance. However, no strenuous activities just yet. Let's keep an eye on things for one more month.
Okay.
You have a flashback.
Hey! How'd it go?
Oh.
Looks like you won't have to take care of me after all.
That's too bad. It's a little late, but do you want to go grab lunch somewhere?
Oh.
So Misaki Fujioka was the cousin of that girl with the eye patch you asked about. Anyway, I rarely talk to my kid brother, but he did tell me a few things. It would appear your class has some special circumstances.
Circumstances?
Yep. He wouldn't give me any details about it, though. Don't you know?
The circumstances? I don't know. I'm certain there's something going on, but no one will tell me anything at all.
Really? My brother also seemed to be scared of something. That's just a hunch, though.
What do you mean?
For some reason, he thinks what happened last week wasn't an accident.
Not an accident. And that's why he's scared?
Maybe.
But why? Have you ever heard of someone who was called Mei Misaki?
Misaki? Mei Misaki? Huh. Who's that?
A girl in class 3. Has your brother ever said anything about her at all?
I already told you. My brother and I really don't converse all that often.
Actually, the girl with the eye patch I told you about earlier. Her name is Mei Misaki.
Oh, really? What's the deal, horror lover? You like this May girl or something?
No, it's not that. It's just something's bothering me. Something about her is different from the rest of my class.
That's what you call liking someone.
I don't like her.
Okay, calm down. So, what's so different about this May girl, huh?
Well, she's sort of strange, and no one talks to her at all.
Okay.
At first I thought maybe she was being bullied by the other kids, but now I honestly don't know if that's the case. It seems more like they're scared of her to me.
Scared of her?
Well, not exactly, but one of the guys told me not to mess with things that don't exist.
Don't exist?
On top of that, she claims nobody else in the class can see her at all. The accident last week, it happened right after she told me that.
If you think about it, it seems like simple coincidence. There's nothing to connect those two incidences together. Correct?
There's one other thing that bothers me. They say it happened 26 years ago. Had you heard that story?
Not until now.
What?
I went to South Middle.
South
I still
Meadow.
don't know what that story may have to do with any of this, but I can't help thinking there's a connection.
I see. It's turning into quite the horror story. Want me to ask my brother about it? He might know. You're going to school tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'll call you if I find anything out. When's your next checkup?
This Saturday.
On June 6th, huh? I'm pretty sure there's no evil demon in this town. But still, let's both be careful. Especially where unusual accidents are concerned.
Okay. Oh wow. This town depresses.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there's no evil demon in this town.
You would think.
Hey, look who I found!
Oh.
Hiya, Koichi. Skipping school?
No. I just came from the hospital.
Oh? That makes sense, I suppose.
What about you? Are you sick?
Yeah, that's right.
You're quite the actress, aren't you?
I hate to say it, but I'm happy you think so.
Happy?
Yeah, it means that all my hard work in the club is paying off.
Which club?
To be or not to be, that is the
Drama
question.
club.
Whether 'tis noble or in the mind.
Ah, you're in the theater club.
Yep, with Izumi.
Izumi?
It's with me.
Who's that again?
Izumi Akazawa. She
Oh.
tends to be a bit dramatic. It shows in her acting.
Huh.
But she's not a bad person. So I hope you'll help her out too.
Sure.
What do you say?
Not her.
Sure.
Oh! Oh no. Watch it! Those. Oh.
No, it's not me. It's not supposed to be me. I don't want to die.
Another. Yeah.
Oh, they're back.
Now the hallelujah, you're my child. That was close. Oh wait. Huh.
Wait.
Upstairs. Let's do check it out.
Welcome. It's unusual to see a boy your age here. Are you a customer? Or perhaps...
Hello there.
Are you a student? In that case, I'll give you half price.
Thanks.
Take your time looking around. I have no other customers.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's him. This doll. Huh? Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
It's fancy meeting you here again.
All her clothes.
Right. What brings you here today?
Oh, wow.
I was on my way home from the hospital, and I just happened to walk by.
The summer
What
clothes.
about you? Didn't you go to school today?
I only go when I feel like it.
Oh.
Why did they stay at the hospital?
I guess I won't have to be readmitted. How's the class doing? Since, you know, the accident that happened.
They're all terrified.
Of what?
They think it's begun.
What's begun?
Deep inside, they may have only half believed it before. But now, despite what they said to you, I don't think they fully believe. But it looks like it really is true. I'd say it's 100% likely that it has already begun. Everyone believes and they're scared to death. So you still don't know, do you? Huh? All the better. It might be best for you to never find out. Because once you do...
Tell me, what happened to Class 3?
Are you going back to school?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Well then, if that's the case, I probably shouldn't show up.
What?
Why?
You are?
Be careful.
Hey, Missy.
Oh! I gotta chill.
This is why I don't talk too much and then watch them like I usually talk.
Can't for horn me,
This is like the scariest and nerve-wracking anime that I have ever seen.
Tell me about it. That's exactly
The
what I
annoying bird.
I want to shoot you.
Good morning.
If I have a gun, the first person I want to shoot is you.
The bird.
Koichi?
Are you okay?
It's just a headache. I've been getting them a lot lately. It's pretty annoying.
Maybe you're tired, but are you sure you're not getting sick?
Maybe.
Hey, Reiko. You told me before that there's a right time to find out about things, right? So how can you tell when that right time is?
Did I say that? I don't remember.
So then, what 9th grade class were you in when you were in school?
When I was in 9th grade, I was in class 3.
Class 3? Then does that mean that people talked about class 3 being cursed in your year, or is that new?
I can't remember. Come on, it was 15 years ago. You're going to school tomorrow, right? Remember the tips I gave you for handling Yomi North?
Yeah,
Including number 3?
of course, and number 4 too. Rule number 3 was to always uphold the class rules, right? That's it.
Yes, that's... what was I saying?
The third thing I needed to know.
Oh yeah, it's always uphold the class rules, which means, it means...
Are you okay?
I really am exhausted. Sorry, Koichi, I can't help you.
But why?
Don't say that! I can't stand that damn bird.
June 3rd.
Sakuragi used the west staircase,
She's not
right?
wrong.
Yeah, the bird.
Why would she use one so far away? She must have had a reason, or she wouldn't have done it.
The annoying bird.
Takuko said she saw...
Sugiura, you mean? What did she see?
When Koichi...
I honestly thought it wouldn't happen this year.
There are two possibilities. It's not happening this year, and Yukari's death was just a coincidence. Either that, or it started in May. That's what I think.
As the head of countermeasures, I can't sit back and rely on wishful thinking. It'd be one thing if it was just Yukari, but her mom died too.
I wonder, maybe it's because he broke the rules?
Why would they
be stupid enough to put a new student in class 3 anyway?
It was convenient for the school. The new principal still doesn't fully understand our situation in the class.
Shouldn't it be the teacher's job to explain it to him?
The faculty may have thought it was best to keep everything amongst the students for now.
So even the teachers won't help. We're on our own.
Yeah.
It's all because I was absent his first day here.
No.
If I had warned him in advance, this wouldn't have happened.
Don't torture yourself. What's done is done. The question is, what do we do about it?
And how do we let Koichi know about everything that's going on?
It'll be difficult to explain it to him now.
And it could be dangerous.
Yeah, like getting caught in our own trap.
This is a lot like the situation this class was in 2 years ago. Does that mean that we need to develop new countermeasures?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guy.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. What?
No ass people, huh?
Yep. Huh. Oh, yeah. In May.
That's what I heard. Seriously?
Who could be next? I don't know, but I got a bad feeling it could be someone.
Yeah. And I heard that people die every month.
Every month. So we in the new month.
Hello?
Where are you? Stop playing dumb. Where are you hiding?
Oh, wow.
I've been trying to call you on the phone all week, but you never answer.
Sorry. Bad timing and stuff like that. Besides, you were sick, weren't you?
You promised you'd tell me in June, so you need to spill it now. You mentioned the first year. So just what happened with that? You need to tell me now.
Just hold on a sec, okay, Sakaki? Yeah, I did promise. I did, but...
The situation has changed.
Yeah, the situation has changed.
Normally, it's up to the head of countermeasures to handle this kind of thing. But things got complicated because somebody decided to act on his own. That's why.
You want me to pretend you didn't make the promise?
I do, as a personal favor to me. No, do it as a favor to everyone in our class.
Okay. But just tell me one thing. You said it's dangerous to mess with things that don't exist. What did you mean by that?
Huh. Phone call. Mizuno.
What were you thinking?
Hello?
Explain yourself.
I'm sorry.
Do you have time
Do
to
you
talk?
realize what you said? We have enough to
What's
worry
going
about
on?
as is.
Well, it's just, I was hoping to check with you on something.
Check on what?
About the girl you told me about yesterday, Mei Misaki.
Yeah.
Have you really seen this girl? Does she really exist?
Yeah. Sure she does.
Is she nearby? For sure. Where is she now?
Sorry. I haven't seen her at school all day today.
So, she's not there? Why do you want to know?
I spoke to my brother yesterday. He refuses to talk about the incident 26 years ago, or the accident last week. But when I asked him about May, his demeanor just completely changed all of a sudden. What are you talking about? There's no girl like that in our class.
He was adamant.
But that's a total lie.
He was dead serious. And he has no reason to lie.
Mei Misaki exists.
What?
Did you hear me?
I just got on the elevator from the roof. I have to get back to work.
Signal.
Static. Oh, elevator.
Signal. What the? Oh. Oh no!
Oh God!
Ah! Oh no! Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Oh! Oh! Oh no, Mizuno? Oh wow. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Is at the end?
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Okay, we could probably stop for now. But we were that guy.
And we're back. So yeah. So now and now episode 5 of another starting now. Swallowed by Song 14 Orchestra.
Orchestra. So now so far 2 people have died. With Bozo.
Just a reminder, this Saturday is New Year's Revolution. So the first event of the year to see because the main event, Sonic vs. Fubby.
Yeah, guys. So guys, make sure you guys stay tuned.
8 o'clock Easter.
Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with dust.
And this will happen.
Reason though, was it? She and Koichi often talked about books together.
She was so young. I worry about her brothers.
Oh, she had brothers?
One is named Takure. He's in my class.
Oh dear me, this is so awful. Didn't a girl in your class recently die in an accident too?
After a death, there always follows a funeral. How very tired I am of funerals. So very tired of funerals.
June 4th.
The news about
Yeah,
Mizuno's
June 4th.
sister comes as a terrible shock. But it will be all right.
May.
Oh.
If we all try hard together, we can overcome this.
So 2 people die.
So far.
Can't believe it. So what's next? Probably the brother. It could be, yeah.
So, she really died. Mizuno's sister died in an accident yesterday.
Self-study sketching. Oh, wait, no way. That's the sketching for the statue.
I wonder what's wrong with Miss Mikami. I'm starting to think she might really be sick. She wasn't looking very well. I hope she doesn't... hey, Sakakibara.
Yeah?
You don't think Miss Mikami has some serious life-threatening illness or something like that, do you?
Life threat illness.
Wait, who's she again?
I'm sure she's totally fine.
Pretty much the
You're
behind her.
probably right, I guess.
I don't
Are you
know.
that worried?
You know, after what happened to Sakuragi the other day, and the accident with Mizuno's sister, too, I just thought...
Are they related? Is there a connection between these accidents?
Oh, I don't... Where are you going?
To do some research.
Oh, library.
Yep.
Oh,
yearbook.
1972.
1972. Just like 26 years ago, they
Who
mentioned.
am I kidding? Of course I won't find Misaki's name here.
Wait a minute.
There is.
Oh, but what it look like?
Yeah.
Oh, this is one.
Wait,
Found your mother.
that's mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. So she graduated in 72. Do you know which class she was in?
She was in class 3, like me.
So tell me, which one is your mother?
She's right here.
Ritsuko.
You knew her?
Yes. Ritsuko was. But I heard that she died. When was that?
15 years ago. Right after she had me.
15 years ago. I understand. So that's what happened.
Koichi,
Oh.
Mr. Kubadera asked me to send you to the faculty room.
Okay, thank you.
She is
Let
not.
me apologize in advance. I'm very sorry. But this is for everyone. Forgive us.
Wait, what?
You are aware that Sane Mizuno passed away in an accident at the hospital yesterday, yes?
Yes. Am I a suspect or something?
Oh, no. We know it was an accident. A very unfortunate accident. It's just, Miss Mizuno's cell phone was found in the elevator in question. Did you speak with her on the phone around 1 p.m. yesterday?
Yes, I did.
She was on the roof at the time, correct? And she entered the elevator from there.
Do you know what caused the accident?
That's under investigation. All we know for certain is that the sheaves holding the cables in place came loose, causing it to fall. That building is several decades old, and it's been through numerous structural modifications.
Let's both be careful, especially where unusual accidents are concerned.
Several decades ago.
So like 70 years.
Hey, it's gone.
Huh.
Huh.
Wait. There's stuff still here.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm kind of worried.
Book shoe, basketball.
So weird. You know. Oh, wait a minute.
Sakakibara.
Oh, the
Have the
teacher.
police finished questioning you already?
Yes.
Well, all right. You are dismissed for the day then.
Where is everyone?
The new female class officer was selected during homeroom today. It's Akazawa.
But where'd everybody go?
Please be sure to uphold the class rules at all times, Sakakibara. Are we clear?
No, but what the hell's... This is bad. Oh man, this is gonna worse even more. Wait. Who is dead?
Oh god.
Okay, sure.
May.
Hey, walk home with me?
Ah, yes,
Where did
beautiful
everyone go during
sunset.
sixth period?
To the meeting room to take care of some stuff.
What stuff?
I guess you've had a lot of strange experiences since you came here.
To see our watch along?
If you know, can you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, I can't say. It's just that something very unpleasant might happen to you in the near future.
What do you mean?
At the meeting today, Akazawa said we needed to discuss something very important without you being with us. But even if you don't like what happens after this, try your best to deal with it. Remember, you're doing it for all of us. Please don't forget that.
What does that mean?
But this is for everyone. Forgive us.
Is this one of those class rules they're always talking about? I just don't get it. Can I ask just one favor from you guys?
What is it?
I want a copy of the class roster. I need it.
You didn't get one?
It's just not fair. I have to say, I can't agree with Akazawa's way of handling this situation. It's not fair for her to force her own ideas on the rest of us. There must be so many things you want to know, Koichi.
There are.
Then you can ask me. I'll tell you everything I know about what's going on.
Takabayashi, wait! Are you serious?
Okay. Does Mei Misaki exist?
Mei Misaki is...
Oh no! Oh, heart attack! Oh shit, not again. No.
Wait, he's the one that had a heart problem.
Oh my god. I forgot. Another.
God damn it, Death Note.
This is literally like a Death Note.
Yeah.
Or not even, it's not even a joke.
But you know what happened earlier in the episode? He died from the heart. He got a heart problem, remember?
Good morning. You're here early today.
Huh? Yeah, June 5th.
Friday. That's like 2 people now.
Oh, wait a minute.
So is that all there is? Anymore? No, I guess there wouldn't be, would there?
Did something happen this morning?
Let us pray that the soul of our classmate Takabayashi may rest in peace. Many sad events have transpired, but do not lose heart and do not
die.
If we all support each other during these troubled times, we'll be able to get through this together. Remember at all times to continue upholding the class rules. Miss Mikami is in a difficult position, but she has agreed to cooperate to the best of her ability. So class, does everyone understand?
It's pretty strange.
Hey. What's with him? Hey, Wakui. What's going on?
Really annoying. People was afraid.
Yeah. But there's something that's going on?
Obviously, yeah. We lost another one. 2 students so far dead from the school. And one was from working in the hospital, the nurse.
And people will die.
Oh.
Hey. What's going on? Sorry.
Did they know about him with May?
A rumor walks alone. Here we see something that is not human. This is known as personification.
This is getting worse.
The important thing to understand is that
How
human
is it
attributes are
impossible?
linked to something non-human.
3 people
Pascal
died.
once said, "Man is only a reed, the weakest in nature, but he is a thinking reed. There's no need for the whole universe."
Pretty much he with May, that's why. And no one have bad feeling about this. They afraid.
So that's what they meant.
Oh.
Father school wars.
Yeah. A paper. Wait a minute. What's this?
That's from May.
Oh wow.
Obviously, because this is from the doll shop.
I mean, yeah.
Where you know May's gonna appear.
Spooky girl.
I like May.
Me too. She cold. Huh?
Oh hey.
There she is.
What's wrong? You okay? Your call wasn't expected.
Ugh. Ask Mr. to explain. Maybe it's, oh my god.
So you got a copy of the roster. And what?
Let me start from the beginning. Did you hear that Takabayashi had died? He had a heart attack. I know he had heart problems, but...
I see. The second June death was caused by illness.
Then when I got to class this morning, everyone who was there was acting weird. Like they'd all suddenly decided to treat me like I didn't exist or wasn't there at all.
So that's what they decided to do.
Does this mean in their eyes I'm going to be treated just like you now?
So, how does it feel not to exist?
To be honest, not so great. But in a way, it's a load off my mind.
Is it?
Yeah, because now I know that you exist.
Aww.
She smiled.
This is where you live, I would guess, isn't it?
Yes. I thought you figured that out a long
Oh,
time
she
ago.
live here.
You did say you lived around here, and you're not a customer. Was that your mother who answered the phone?
What?
Surprised. I very rarely get calls from schoolmates here at home.
Is Kirika your mom?
Yes. I guess you could call it a pseudonym. She goes by Kirika. Strange woman who keeps herself cloistered in the studio upstairs.
Studio M stands for Misaki?
It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Oh. So, studio.
Let's go upstairs.
Upstairs.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The second floor is the one that made the doll.
Right?
Peekaboo. Up and down. Where all the
Did
lights
you know
see.
this was
Where me.
Whoa.
Alright, that's actually really nice, cozy.
Oh, this is cool. She looked nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you ask the questions? It might be easier to explain.
I thought you were the one who hated being questioned.
I do. But today, I'll make a special exception.
First of all, Misaki, you exist, right?
That's so cute. Did you think I was a ghost?
Sort of.
Well, I guess you couldn't help it. But your doubts are gone now, right? Now that you know I truly exist as a living human. I'm only non-existent to the others in Class 3.
When did this start?
It started on May 1st of this year.
May
That's
1st.
pretty recent.
Lots of things seemed strange from the start, right?
And nobody would tell me why.
Not explaining the situation to you beforehand was a costly mistake.
Mistake?
You were supposed to treat me as someone who didn't exist, just like all the other students in the classroom would. But now you've ended up the same as me, haven't you? How awful for you.
It's not exactly bullying, is it?
I don't think anybody thinks of it that way.
I understand that I no longer exist to them. But why are they doing this?
It's a natural question. Remember the story about the Misaki who died 26 years ago?
Yeah.
That was the trigger. After that, Class 3 drew closer to death.
Death?
It first happened to Class 3, the year after Misaki's classmates graduated. You see, once it happens, whenever it begins, somebody dies each month. Either a student or someone from their family dies.
What is it?
It's when the number of students in the class increases by 1.
Increases? Who?
Nobody knows. They can never figure out who the extra 1 is. It's a shame.
Extra 1?
25 years ago, shortly after the new term began, they realized that the classroom was short 1 desk and chair, even though they had prepared enough for all of the students.
Couldn't they just check the school records or something?
Well, they did, but there was no point. The roster and records had been altered to be inconsistent. They were just 1 desk and 1 chair short.
So someone rewrote the numbers?
I use the word altered figuratively. They say that everyone's memories had changed as well. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? But believe it or not, it's supposedly true, you see. I was told this type of phenomenon could happen again, but I had no idea.
Phenomenon?
At first, everyone thought it was just an error and thought nothing of it, but starting in April, people connected to the class started to die each month. It happened again.
Each month?
Each month.
For a whole year?
That year, I think it was 6 students and 10 family members total. Clearly abnormal.
Damn.
Ever since, the phenomenon has continued to haunt Class 3.
So you're saying a 9th grade Class 3 student named Misaki died 26 years ago, and starting the following year after that, there was somehow an extra student who suddenly appeared in the class. Then people connected to the class started to die each month.
And nobody knows the reason. That's just what happened. Besides, that extra student is someone dead.
You mean the Misaki who died 26 years ago?
Who
Is
is
it
that?
a ghost or something?
I think it's different from what we'd call a ghost. It seems to have a physical body. There's no way to tell it apart from the rest of us.
No way to tell?
The dead person has a soul and memories, and they don't realize they're dead. It's unfortunate.
Well then, who are they?
The people connected to the class who have died over the years. This is how I see it. Class 3's actions 26 years ago made the class a place that invites the dead in. After that, the dead began to join the class, and Class 3 drew closer to death. Understand? In response, the Class 3 students came up with several countermeasures to try and escape this calamity.
Like exorcisms?
Possibly. They tried moving into a different classroom and changing the name of Class 3 to Class C, but that wasn't enough to stop it.
So the problem is with the 9th grade third class.
It seems to be. And then, about 10 years ago, they found a way to deal with the problem.
Huh?
It was a method that prevented people from dying each and every month.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Don't tell me.
Treat one student like they don't exist to make up for the extra person. That way, they return the class to its correct number. And then they can avoid the calamity for that year. I guess it's a sort of charm.
So, we now know. Okay, first of all, we also know one due to the heart attack. And then, Mazana mentioned that the only method to avoid death is to make sure that one person don't exist. Just like where Maya is. Did I say Mazana? I say May. Yeah, so it's May, so she mentioned about it, and then this is how she's gonna go. Yeah, so this may be the first time that we were talking a lot. Why? Because this anime is uncomfortable. It's scary, but it's also make us nervous or whatever. The atmosphere is nervous, but we also need to know the detail of what they're saying. So this is pretty much like, okay, let's talk in more, pay attention to the detail of the anime.
Yeah.
So guys, episode 6, this is where we're gonna stop. But no, we won't watch episode 6. But after episode 6, we're gonna stop. We may do a watch along later tonight. So guys, let's keep this posted, okay?
And now, it was a set of another starting now, sponsored by Sonic Frontier and Orchestra.
K-Star.
Will the whole world know your name when we dance with us?
Here we go. Rainy day. Oh, of course.
I don't want to. If I said that, would you not do it?
Wow.
Well, of course you have every right to refuse. However, if the calamity begins...
I understand.
Excuse me. What will the teachers outside of Class 3 do?
They will cooperate to the best of their ability.
Wait, she's here.
However, You should not discuss this matter.
No way, she's
Not
just
even to
across
our
the-
families?
The
Oh,
rules
wrong.
dictate that we must not speak.
Yes.
I thought it wasn't going to happen this year. At the opening ceremony, we had the perfect number of desks.
I know that, but we were short.
Oh, backstory.
once the new student came.
Are you saying you can start a month late? It looks that way. So then. By the way, you checked him out, right? How'd it go?
I honestly don't think it's him.
How do you know?
He never lived in Yomiyama. He has no siblings. And his hands weren't cold. Still.
Still, if it's such an important rule, why wasn't I told about it when I first got there?
Well, the problem is you had already spoken to me. That made it difficult for them to broach the subject with you.
Tell me something. There's another thing I want to ask you. Is there some reason your desk is the only one in the class that's so old?
That's part of the rule. I guess it serves some sort of purpose in completing the charm for class 3.
I saw the words, "Who is Dad?" scribbled on your desk. Did you write that? Tell me.
Yes, I know that I'm not dead, so I wanted to ask who is. That's all it was.
Do you know who it is?
Well, this is my friend Sakikibara.
What?
Welcome.
Oh my god.
Parents.
She's
Is he a
gorgeous.
friend from class? Or from the art club?
He's also a customer at the gallery downstairs. He seems
Oh
to
my
enjoy it
god, I
immensely.
loved her.
Oh, really? That's an unusual interest.
Shadow,
for a boy. You like
You
dolls?
scary motherfucker.
You should probably be leaving now.
Don't you dare think about Kirby.
Okay.
Don't worry, Kirka. I'll go ahead and see him out.
Okay. Feel free to come again anytime.
Wow.
Are you always like that?
What do you mean?
The way you talk to your mom. I'd almost think you two are strangers from the way you talk to each other.
We've pretty much always treated each other that way. What's your family like?
I don't have a mom. She died right after I was born.
I see. Well, that was normal for us. 'Cause you see, I'm nothing more than another one of her dolls.
That's awful. You're her daughter. Her flesh and blood.
I may be flesh and blood, but I'm not real.
Then does your mom know about all this stuff with class 3?
No, she doesn't. I can't tell her.
What does she think about you skipping school so often?
She couldn't really care less. Or she just doesn't want to interfere. Except with certain things.
What things? Well, now I know class 3's secret. But how can you accept what they're putting you through? Just to complete their charm.
There's no other way. I just happened to be the one. If it hadn't been me, I would have had to follow the others in treating someone else like they don't exist. I think it's better that I'm the one who's cut off, don't you?
Oh, where are they going?
Huh, playground. Hello, playground. Oh god. Bugs. Whoa!
Okay.
Why did
Next move.
they decide to make two people non-existent?
Well, because they probably thought the charm wouldn't hold if they told you to start ignoring me now. That's all.
So by making a second person cease to exist, they thought they could strengthen the charm?
Right. It also saves them the trouble of explaining me to you. It's quite logical, actually.
I see. But it's just a charm, isn't it? All of this for a charm?
Well, they're desperate. When they consider that they might be next, it makes them take things seriously. Do you think they're being unreasonable?
Yeah, I do.
I'm afraid there are no guarantees.
But if there's a chance it could help everyone avoid the calamity, isn't it worth it? It's sad when people die so tragically.
Okay, where are we going now?
Huh, just there. Oh, by the lake.
Oh yeah, of course. These kind of stairs were for the
Hey,
party.
thanks.
Huh.
Be careful on your way home. We're both close to death, after all.
Wait a minute.
I'll be fine.
She's taking off, right? Yeah, she's taking off.
Oh, wow.
I showed you this once before, didn't I? I lost my left eye when I was 4.
Oh.
I developed a nasty tumor. I woke up one day and the eye was gone.
Oh, my God.
My mom said a regular artificial eye wouldn't be attractive, so she made a special one just for me.
You don't have to hide it. Misaki, I actually think your eye is beautiful.
They say I almost died during my surgery.
Oh.
I vaguely remember what happened that day. Believe me,
You mean a near-death experience?
death isn't kind. It's dark and black, and as far as you can see, you're all alone. There's
So
no
this
one
is
else.
a dull eye?
Yes, but
Look at the eye!
Yeah, I see it.
no matter
Oh,
how
my
many
God.
relationships we seem to have, we're all alone. I am. My mother is.
It's not moving.
And you are too.
God,
So is Misaki.
I'm losing my shit now.
Starting tomorrow, we're 2 of a kind.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Welcome to the club, Sakakibara.
She better use a Sonic move. She better use Sonic move.
So, yeah, you look at her eye. You're not moving.
That's a dull. Wait, who's that?
That's a dull eye.
No.
Man, India is scorching.
What's with you?
Hey, what do you mean by that?
If you're worried about my health, I'm fine. Hey, Dad. Did Mom ever talk to you about her memories of junior high school?
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Mom was in class 3 in 9th grade too, right? Anything come to mind?
No.
Nothing at all?
Well, I'm sure she told me a few things. So, Rico was in class 3, you'd say. Anyway, how does it feel to be back after,
A year and a half? This was my first time coming here since I started junior high.
Huh? Not sure of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. My mistake. Yeah, hey, you're breaking up out there.
Ever again. Another. June 8th. Oh wait, there's our anniversary day.
Hey!
Hey! Sorry.
Misaki!
Oh wow. Hey, come here. Okay. Let me wash your hand. I'll be back. I said, I give you a play. Oh my God. Oh my God. No fucking way that we just saw.
fucking way we just saw that. Oh my god. God. What we just witnessed. Oh my god. I thought like these two just like playing around because all the classmates, all the people in the class just like ignore that they didn't exist and they danced there like a salsa. Oh my god. Well, then I did the salsa. They did like a dance there like we were there in a party, in a fancy party. Oh my god. That was the best moment. I gotta admit, that was the freaking best moment. I ain't not gonna lie. Like, I thought it was real. I thought it was real when I forgot the guy's name. Oh yeah, Izumi and May are, well, literally I was smile and get up, and this is just like, you know, playing WoW and stuff. So, and then at the end, the show danced there because he thought he had a dream about it, but wow. So I guess being ignored or didn't exist was not a bad idea. Was not bad at all. You can just like, fuck around and stuff. I know. This is, oh my god, that's made my day better. Yeah, I can dance. Chuck, yeah, no hand. God damn it. I know. Ugh. Oh my god. Knowing hell we just witnessed. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. That was like gotta be one of the most what the fuck moments in Watch-Along history. And this anime, this is like pretty much one of the most what the fuck moments. Since this anime is about serious and shit. Okay, so me, Chuck, we talk about it, and being ignored or didn't exist, not a bad idea. No. What was funny is that I believe it was daydreaming. Oh, I gotta go back. Yeah, please do. I gotta go back.
Misaki! I gotta stop that.
Damn, I wish it happened. Oh.
It was a daydream.
Oh.
Kirika doesn't make lunches for you?
Sometimes when she feels like it. But to be honest, they're not very good.
Do you ever cook?
Never. I can only heat up
Damn, I wish this already happened.
I'm a pretty decent cook.
This is a great duo.
Nah, they are a great duo, but no. This is the anime where something serious happened. Maybe we die when conflict occurs. But can I say that this is like one of the most what the fuck moment of Watch-Along history?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that shit got me off guard, not gonna lie.
Actually.
Me too.
Really? That's unusual.
Oh.
I was an officer in the cooking club at my old school.
Wow.
Then will you make me something to eat someday?
Sure, someday. By the way, weren't you drawing up here before? Have you finished what you were drawing?
Oh, wow.
Did you decide to give her wings?
I did.
Huh.
I'll show you someday.
Someday.
Is drawing your hobby?
I think I like looking at art more than making it. I mostly just look at art books, though. We have lots of them at home.
Do you ever go to the museums?
No, there aren't many around here.
Then you should visit me in Tokyo someday. We can go to museums there. I'll be your tour guide.
Sure. Someday.
Ah. Okay. So this is the same era where you died. Yeah, the guy with a heart problem.
can't believe that what we just saw.
What we just witnessed. Oh, it's beautiful sunset.
This is an anime was made in 2012. I can't believe it.
Yeah, just 10 years. Almost 11 years. Art Club. Oh.
Misaki, hey! What are you doing here? I just felt like dropping in.
So,
Wow.
you didn't quit the club after all.
No, I just needed a break. Oh, yeah? I see Mochizuki hasn't changed.
Oh.
Speak of the devil. Hi, Mochizuki.
Hey, guys, do you think you could all come with me for a second? There's something we've got to do right away.
We do? What is it? Why do we have to go
Misaki's
do
here to visit
this?
us.
Never mind that, just hurry, okay?
Huh?
What's this? Huh?
Whoa!
At least it wasn't thrown away, I guess.
You should keep it.
Which one is your mom?
This one.
Ritsuko, huh? I see. That's nice.
By the way, is their homeroom teacher...
You sure looked different back then.
Oh.
So it is the person you mentioned before.
Yes. I was talking about Chibuki.
Oh, two of you here today.
Barbarian.
There are two non-existent people here now.
So I see. Do you understand the situation now, Sakigibara?
I guess I do, but I'm still finding it hard to wrap my head around.
That's understandable. But it's true. No question now. This phenomenon is truly happening in this town, in this school.
So according to that picture, you were Class 3's homeroom teacher 26 years ago, weren't you? And that's how you knew my mother.
That's right.
Then you're not going to get in trouble with the class if you don't ignore us, are you?
I have no connections to your class at this time. I'm in a safe position, you might say.
Then who is it that's in danger?
The students of Class 3 and their families within 2 degrees of separation, and they must live in Yomiyama.
2 degrees would mean parents, grandparents, and
Family
siblings.
tree.
Oh,
If they have
wow.
to be living in Yomiyama, does that mean anyone who leaves town would be safe?
Yes. Think of it like a cell phone signal that starts going out of range.
Why do you stay here then?
I never meant to harm anyone. Never. Seems silly to think that way now. But that ended up being the trigger, which opened a door to death. I was responsible for that.
What?
That's the reason I remain here at this school, but as a librarian, not a teacher. I suppose I was just running away from it all.
Running away?
Half of me was crushed by guilt, but the other half was ruled by fear. Fear that I might be the next to die. So I ran away.
What?
Have teachers died too?
Only homeroom and assistant homeroom teachers.
Excuse me. Was the Misaki who died 26 years ago a boy or a girl?
A boy. His surname was Yomiyama, like this town. His full name was Misaki Yomiyama. One night in May, his house burned down. The whole family died, parents and brothers included.
Did you see the photo the dead Misaki appeared in? Did you get one?
Yes, I did.
Do you still have that photo?
No. To tell you the truth, it terrified me.
Is it true when they say school records somehow get altered?
It's true. This holds copies of all class rosters, 26 years worth from 1972 to present. The people with a red X by their name are the ones who died that year. Look at the roster from 2 years ago. See the name written at the bottom?
Yeah.
She was the dead person that year.
So what you're saying is 7 people died in 1996. That's not many, is it?
Because the plan to make one person non-existent worked. After the students implemented the procedure, nobody else died. However, shortly after the second term began, the student they chose to not exist ended up renouncing the role. Breaking under the pressure and isolation, he demanded that he existed and that everyone treat him accordingly.
And so it began.
The deceased in 1996 was named Mami Asakura. But she was originally a student in the 1993 class. However, I've checked the official records for 1996 and her name was not on the roster.
It wasn't?
Correct. As I recall, her name was on the 1996 roster. But there was no record of her having attended in 1993. It had disappeared.
Both the name and the X?
Both, yes.
What?
As you can see, when the phenomenon is active, checking records is pointless.
And people's memories. They're altered too, aren't they?
Exactly. Then, at the end of the year, when the deceased disappears after graduation, the records revert to their original state, ultimately revealing the extra student. In addition, all memories of the deceased are lost. All is forgotten. It doesn't make any sense.
The records and the memories just go back to normal?
I cannot comprehend the logic behind it. I've essentially given up trying. There is only one countermeasure that seems effective against this phenomenon. Denying the existence of someone in the class.
What's the countermeasure's success rate?
About 50%. Some years it works perfectly, others it fails completely. Some years it's clear why the measure failed, others it's unknown, can't predict.
Oh, son.
That's terrible.
I don't believe it's a curse. There is no malice, none at all to be found. It occurs naturally, like a typhoon or an earthquake.
Then will having two non-existent students be more effective?
I can't say. There are almost no instances of the calamity stopping mid-year.
Really?
Miss Mikami was Class 3's homeroom teacher in 1996.
Oh, you're right.
That young lady has been through a great deal already. To make her the assistant homeroom teacher again after so little time. That'll be all for today.
Just one more thing. Was 1983, 15 years ago, a year when it happened?
1983. I believe it was.
I see. I thought that might be the case.
All right. That was Reiko's year, wasn't it? So you mean Ritsuko was in Yomiyama then?
She was. She came here to have me and stay with her family for a while.
So she died in this town. Now I see.
At night time.
Koichi. I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do.
Just tell me something. When my mom died 15 years ago, was that part of the Class 3 calamity?
I don't know.
Because of the grandparent.
My poor Ritsuko. Poor Ritsuko. My Ritsuko. My poor Reiko, too.
Don't say that, dear. I think we should just call it a night.
Cheer up, Ray. Cheer up, Ray. Cheer up.
I honestly don't know what happened to Ritsuko. But I think the calamity was stopped that year, but I'm not sure about it.
It stopped mid-year? What do you mean? How was it stopped? Please, Reiko!
I can't remember.
Reiko, what do you mean? Please try to remember something. Anything at all.
Well, I think something may have happened during summer break.
Summer break?
Wait,
I can't
summer
remember
break?
what though. I'm sorry, Koichi.
July 13th. Oh, wow. Huh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Wait, that's a teacher!
Oh, no, a teacher?
Why is he walking like that?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Good morning, class. Today I must apologize to you all, but I have to. I have done my utmost so that all of you could. So all of you could all graduate in good health next spring.
Oh.
I did everything I could to make that happen for all of you. But unfortunately, everything that occurs from now on is for all of you to deal with together.
Whoa.
Once all of this is started, I don't know if any amount of struggling will do any good for any of you all.
Whoa.
This is not good.
You can't expect me to understand, but I believe it's futile to speak of such things now. I don't know
This is
what
not
to
good.
do. This is my only choice.
Oh! Oh! Oh no, not the knife! Alright guys, so guess what? We're gonna watch episode 7 of Another.
Oh yeah, this is not good. He got a knife.
And now, episode 7 of Another, starting now, as well as Sonic Frontier and Ori Kister.
Kister.
Will the whole world know your name when we dance with dust?
Okay. Oh! Oh no! The knife! Oh my god, don't do this, man! Teacher, no! Don't you dare! No, no, no! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, hey! Oh! Oh no!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Okay, oh god!
Oh my god!
Oh, what the hell? Ah! Oh shit! Oh no. Oh my god.
Everyone out now. Miss Mikami! Call the police and an ambulance, please. Was anyone else hurt? Are you okay? Sakikibara, are you all right?
I'm okay, I guess.
Let's go, Sakakibara. It looks like making 2 students not exist.
3, 4 dead now. Oh.
I'm at my wit's end. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do.
Backstory.
I'm sure you understand.
Mr. Kubadera.
I'm sure you understand. I'll leave the rest to you. I'm sure you understand. I'm sorry.
That troubled me. I didn't understand. I'm sorry. Anyway, the result of an investigation of Mr. Kubadera's home was disturbing. I really shouldn't tell you this. Mr. Kubadera was a bachelor who still lived with his mother. She was well on in years and had been bedridden for some time due to a serious illness. They found her dead in her bed.
Oh.
She had clearly been murdered.
Oh.
The stress of caring for her. A Class 3 calamity. Perhaps he felt so trapped by it all that it drove him to kill his own mother. And then he killed himself.
Yo.
In front of his students.
That kind of messed up. This is messed up.
Why would he make such extreme decisions?
You think this was a result of the phenomena?
Does that mean he was drawn into death by otherwise unlikely means?
Could there be any other explanation?
The calamity hasn't been stopped.
Then people will keep dying.
There was nothing we could do. Come on, Sakaki, don't get so down. Blaming yourself won't change anything.
Until recently you were.
Yeah, and it was breaking my heart. You know the whole story now, don't you? So you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I understand perfectly well. Just forget it.
What about you, Misaki? Feel like a weight's been lifted?
Well, I didn't really feel the weight to begin with.
You're seriously weird.
here you are.
Jeez, what's your problem?
You both might exist again, but you'd better be prepared.
For what?
All of this is your fault.
Hey!
People will say that. There's no way you'll be considered completely innocent. I'm sure I'll be accused of incompetence as well.
Guess you're right.
Where do you stand?
I just can't blame Koichi, no matter what anyone says. But it's not over yet. The Calamity and my work as head of countermeasures, they're only just beginning.
I wonder if anyone will go into hiding now until summer break.
Some will, definitely.
Some people may have fled town already.
You think?
Yes, it happens every year. There are always people who leave Yomiyama for summer break.
It's all so strange. But you really are weird, Misaki. You talk like this doesn't involve you. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Do I?
Could it be that you're actually the extra this year? Ever thought about that?
No, but it could very well be you know.
Me? No way. Don't even joke about that.
There's really no way.
No! I have no memories of dying. And not to brag, but I clearly remember all the shit I got into as a kid.
Well, they back. Library. And the library. Oh. You're hot. Sorry.
You look well.
Thank you, sir. Was Akazawa here to talk to you about something?
As head of countermeasures, she comes here often.
I didn't know that.
She's a strong girl, a fact of which she is clearly aware. But considering what she's up against, I pity her. By the way, Miss Mikami dropped by today too.
Miss Mikami? But why?
She knows my history with the class and the school. There was something she wanted to formally discuss. So, what brings you two here?
I wanted to ask you about 15 years ago when the Calamity stopped. Mid-year.
That was the one time in the past 25 years when it stopped mid-year. Excluding Ritsuko, about whom I did not know, there were 7 deaths that year. When did Ritsuko die?
In July. Wait a minute. Does that mean all of the deaths stopped in August?
Yes. And look at the date of the August deaths.
It said August 9.
The students had just left for a class trip on August 8th of that year.
Class trip?
Well, I think something may have happened during summer break.
So 2
The
students
mission.
died on that trip. And something happened while they were all out there. Something that stopped the Calamity?
So it would seem. Notice that no one is listed as deceased on that page. It never became clear to anyone who the dead person was that year.
I don't understand. Why did it stop?
I'm not certain. But I do know that they visited the Yomiyama Shrine.
A shrine?
A very old shrine located halfway up Mount Yomiyama. Their lodge was at the foot of the mountain.
So maybe, if we visit that shrine...
Naturally, people went back to it in years when the Calamity occurred. It was a fine idea, but fruitless.
So the shrine didn't help then?
No, that's not conclusive. It could be that going there in a large group in early August might be effective. Of course, we can't deny the possibility that the effect came from something else, unrelated to visiting the shrine. And this is the very thing Miss Mikami came here to discuss with me today.
July
This may seem
17th.
abrupt, but we will be conducting a class trip from August 8th through 10th for 3 days and 2 nights.
Oh no.
Please prioritize this event. I would like all of you to participate if at all possible. You will receive additional details in the coming days. I will mail the forms to all of you.
Question!
Miss Mikami?
Oh, another.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Yes.
Smash.
This is my
Kirby,
classmate, Koichi
why?
Sakakibara.
Oh, that must make you Yuya's friend too. Thanks for being so kind tonight, brother. I'm Tomoka, Yuya Mochizuki's older sister. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Nice to meet you too.
Yuya has told me a lot about you. What can I get for you?
Oh, let me see.
He'll have the same as me. Oh. Sure, coming right up.
What did you get? And what did you get me?
Coffee.
I don't really like coffee. It's just way too bitter.
Well, the coffee here is the real deal. They use Hawaiian Kona extra fancy beans.
Thank you for waiting. Please enjoy.
Huh.
Just take my word for it. Give it a try.
Will you try?
It's bitter, but also sweet. I kind of like it.
So you didn't go back to Tokyo?
No, it would only be running away. And well, I've started to wonder if it's me who's dead.
Maybe you were never born at all.
What?
Maybe 15 years ago, the calamity took your mother's life, and as a result, she wasn't able to give birth to you at all. And now, 15 years later, you've come back to life as a transfer student in class 3.
What?
But that's completely ridiculous.
Wow.
Don't take me so seriously. True, I did consider the possibility, but shake my hand.
Wow.
I still get the feeling that we've met at some point. No, that I've shaken your hand somewhere before.
You think so?
I can't call up a visual memory, but my hand physically remembers yours.
I have a question. You shook my hand at the hospital. Was there a reason?
There's a rumor that dead people have shockingly cold hands.
Huh?
But I doubt it's true, though. If it were that easy to tell.
Welcome.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh.
Hey guys. Huh? What'd you do that for? Do you hate me that much?
Do you want the truth?
I wouldn't mind. Oh, whatever. I'll let it slide today.
What's going on?
You tell them, Mochizuki. Go ahead.
Okay. Since there's a chance that my sister could become involved in what's going on. Oh, my sister is,
Tomoka, right?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I couldn't keep quiet about it any longer.
You told her?
Down to the details. She went to Yomi North too when she was younger, so she knew the rumors about Class 3.
And Tomoka the waitress? She actually gave us a surprising bit of information.
We have a regular here. His name is Katsumi Matsunaga. I knew he went to Yomi North. But it wasn't until recently that I found out he was in Class 3. Eventually, I worked up the courage to ask him if it had happened in his year. And he said,
The curse that year, it was not. It wasn't my fault. I saved them all. I did, I saved them. But then, I knew I had to tell them, so that's why I left it there.
What was he talking about? Left what where?
he couldn't seem to recall. I've asked him about it many times, but he insists he has no idea.
Makes you curious, doesn't it?
This Matsunaga guy stopped the calamity? And you're saying that he left a hint on how he did it somewhere?
That's gotta be it. So, hear me out. I'm thinking we find this Matsunaga guy ourselves and ask him what the deal is.
Do you have any idea where we can find him?
No, I don't know where he lives.
So how?
Hey, Koichi, don't you know someone who is in Matsunaga's class at school?
What?
Oh,
God.
So he was your aunt's classmate.
If I can find out where Matsunaga is living now, will you come with me?
She not doing them.
You really were the model for that doll, weren't you? You said only half, but it looks just like you.
The girl is the daughter she gave birth to 12 years ago.
Whoa.
Your sister?
Yes, but unfortunately she was born stillborn.
Stillborn.
She made this doll based on the daughter who never had a chance to live. So it's only half me, if not less. Actually, I'm afraid that I have somewhere I need to be tomorrow.
Where?
I don't have any choice. My parents want me to go with them to their summer house. I couldn't tell them I don't want to.
Is it outside Yomiyama?
Yes,
So you're leaving town?
we're only going to be gone for a week. I'll be back in time for the class trip. Hey, have you found that ghost picture your mother left at your parents' house?
No, not yet.
If you find it, will you show it to me?
Of course.
Huh?
If anything comes up, use this number.
Is this a phone number for a cell phone? Is it yours?
It is.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
You said you hated those devices.
Yes, I do. I hate being connected to people all the time by electromagnetic waves.
Then why do you have one?
She makes me carry it. I suppose that it's because she claims to feel uneasy at times.
Oh.
I understand.
By the way,
What is it?
you said you wondered if it's you who's dead, right?
I did.
Has your suspicion been laid to rest?
I guess so.
Huh?
Yeah, what's going on? What's she wanting? I'm not sure.
Noodles are put in here. That's what it's for.
Oh. May?
Don't worry. It's not you. You are not the one who is dead.
It's gonna be at the beach.
Beach episode.
Yes. Anyway, guys, so that's it for today's episode. Today, we'll watch along for another. So, probably I'm just tired.
So, okay, but guys, don't worry. We're going to probably finish it later tomorrow. Not later tomorrow, sorry. Hopefully we can be done by later today. So, guys, let's see how many episodes we got. Damn. Wow!
Oh my god.
Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so guys, we're going to finish up watching another with 5 more episodes. We're starting with episode 8 all the way to episode 12 for later. And guys, tomorrow, no watch along because we're gonna deal with a pre-tape. So yeah, I gotta say, this is the good as anime that we talked about it, right? And yesterday it was celebrating what is it? 10th anniversary of 11th anniversary of another.
Well, happy anniversary, another.
Yeah, even though we were 1 day late, doesn't matter.
But we still celebrated 11 years of another. Gotta say, it's a really good show. But we're not there yet. So once we come back, we'll watch episode 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So until then, I'm Don Doug, and I'm Star Hedgehog.
I'm Corinne, and this is Poppy.
And we'll see you hopefully tonight. Until then, enjoy your Wednesday afternoon.